Hi, it's Jen with New Initiatives Marketing. Got kind of a tough topic here today. What happens if you have been burned by a marketing agency or an SEO agency or branding agency? Like, how do you recover from it? How do you ever decide to outsource or trust another marketing company with your marketing if you've been burned so badly by one of them? So I've got some tips on that, and hopefully it can help you understand how you can move past it and how you can go and find the right marketing or branding or SEO company to really help you out. So, first of all, if you've been burned by some bad marketing, um, our heart goes out to you. It's really frustrating when you hire a vendor and you put a lot of hope and a lot of money with them, and they disappoint. So, you know what? Just like any industry, there are some shady characters out there, but there's also it could be a misunderstanding as well. So all may not be lost. And here's some tips to recover after you've been burned by an agency. Now, keep in mind, this particular advice, it isn't for you're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars or someone has done something illegal. This is more feeling burned, as in you didn't get what you thought you signed up for, or the work done wasn't so great, or the interaction with the team to support you wasn't so great either. So here's a couple tips to help you get back in the saddle, if you were, because your business, your service, your product deserves to be known by the world, and you can only do that through marketing and advertising. And you probably need some help to do that, even if you know how to do it all. There's so much to do every day. You're going to need some help. So first of all, our advice is number one: is assess what happened. Is it the kind of thing where it just really was a bad match? Is it the kind of thing where you were promised a lot of different activities or a lot of different results and you just didn't get them? Is it the kind of thing where the wrong agency was chosen? You really needed a sales driven agency and you got more of a branding agency. And so, it was a bad match to start. So really, evaluate what happened and how you think things got to where they were. Number two, realize that marketing can work for your business, so that you have a product or service. You need to get back on the horse and back out there promoting it for sure. So it can work. If it didn't work with the first company, there's others to try. Third thing, get clear on what it is that you really need. Marketing is a huge spectrum, especially nowadays. I've been in the marketing discipline since 1994, and at that time we were worried about billboards, I think bus ads, TV, radio, and this new thing called the fax machine. Some fax advertising. So not to be funny, but there were only some limited things that we really had to concentrate on, and there wasn't up to the second analytics, right? So, and as marketing has expanded, so many more channels, so many more ability to get analytics right up to the minute, so too has the skills that are involved in really delivering a great marketing campaign. Even within our own company here, depending on what the client needs, we are pulling in different kinds of specialists for that client. Just because someone can't be the graphic designer and the analytics person and the project manager and the video director. So depending on what it is that you need for your campaign, for your marketing, the right people have to really be involved for sure. So get clear on it, what it is that you need. Also, when you are evaluating what the companies can do, ask them what they don't do. Not every company does everything. So if there's a way to figure out for sure as well, what don't you do? That'll give you a good idea on where their expertise lies, where it stops, and if they don't do certain things in marketing, which it's to be expected for sure, especially these days, do they partner with anybody? Do they have specialists sort of on their roster that they pull in for certain projects like that? Are they, strategic alliances with certain other companies specialize in that discipline that you need? So certainly ask about that. For your next endeavor with an agency or a marketing company, I would suggest that you ask about monthly reporting. What kind of monthly reporting are you going to get? Can you show examples of previous monthly reporting with other clients? Of course, with all the the details, confidential details wiped out, just so you can see what kind of reporting are you going to be getting. How are you going to know that they're doing what they say they're doing? How do they know that they're doing what you asked? How are you going to know that this is what you're seeing as results are the results that you're hoping to see? I would ask too, especially in the early days, and it depends on the size of the engagement that you're going to with your new marketing vendor. Is I would ask for weekly meetings, so over Zoom, over the phone, in person, if that's going to work for you in the stage of the pandemic, wherever about you are. Um, Over communication really does help, especially in the early days. You got to realize that even though you're an expert in what you do, the marketing company is an expert in what they do. They've serviced a lot of different clients. You guys working together are a brand new project. And as much as we would love to rush through everything and just get results happening, human relationships move slowly. And so the only way to do that is by, constant and, if you will, over communication. So think about and request weekly meetings until at least you guys get, a good working relationship, and then you can back off on that kind of cadence if that works for you. So here's the thing too. Do understand there are certain things that your marketing company will never be able to do for you. If you're running any kind of ads or you're doing your website, probably you're going to be involved with Google. Google does not tell marketing agencies or marketing companies exactly what their algorithm contains. Google is free to do whatever they want, and oftentimes they do. And it's up to the marketing agency to make sure that they are caught up with the latest changes. So no matter how much you would love for a marketing company to know exactly what Google is doing, they're not going to. So there's some things around Google, around social media, where they're going to be at the mercy of these large tech companies that are the platforms on which you run your ads, for example. So please do understand that there's only a certain amount of things that an agency will be able to do for you. If this feels daunting, if this feels a little like you'd rather not try to assess what it is that you need, or if you're really not sure what it is that you need marketing wise, we can help with that. We can help with an assessment on what it is that you're doing and what kind of marketing tactics, what strategy, what kind of suggestions we could put together with you to help you decide what it is that you need next from your next marketing company. And also to help you decide, is it the kind of thing that there are people within your organization that could take on this role? Is there kind of a hybrid that you'd like? Some internal people would be in charge of certain things with marketing, and then the agency would help with other things. Or are you at the stage where you want the agency to come in and do everything? Or is it kind of like we'd like the agency to come in and do everything, set up a blueprint so we can hand off to an internal team, in 6 to 8 months? Whatever it is, we can help devise a plan to help you get marketing going within your company in any one of those scenarios. We're very good at either leading the marketing, coming in, subcontracting with other teams, or setting up a blueprint to hand off to an internal team. So if you got any questions around how do you work with your next marketing company to make it successful, please contact us. Be happy to help walk through all those stages.